Good morning, everyone. Today is February, what is it? February 20th, I think. And it is a gorgeous morning. You can sort of see the sun coming over the soccer field across the street. And 1 week ago, we had about 1.5 feet of snow, and it was negative 20 degrees. And today, you can see from the rhododendron here, it's probably a balmy, I'll use Celsius, maybe 10 degrees. And you can hear the birds just singing away. It's like a real spring feeling. All the snow has melted, and it's just gorgeous. It's just so life-giving. So I'm going to take you on a little tour so you can see the progress of the house. Everything's very dirty, but it's okay. So, in our entranceway, the walls are being plastered. The electricity has all been installed. You can see how it's in phases of drying, like depending on how thick the plaster was. We're getting to the fun part where I get to order wallpaper and tiles. Christoph spent a lot of time this week picking up tiles from all over Germany because these were on back order till the end of March, stuck in Italy. But I found 2 shops that had enough in stock that we could go get them. I mean, we didn't do anything, Christoph did it. I unloaded them into this room, and that's about it. The living room is plastered, and the pipes and all the electricity on the ceiling, running through the ceiling, is covered up. Really nicely done. This will be our living room, and just with this morning sun, it's a real nice place for, cozying up with a cup of coffee and a book and some quiet. Let's come out in here. This is such an exciting view because the tiles are going up for our kitchen. And in here, this is our dining room. It's also been plastered. The wall is so nice and so pretty. This is all the floor tiles. All of these piles are floor tiles. 108 packages. We got 47 from a tomb in Wunsdorf and 61 packages from a tomb in Bielefeld. Like I said, Christoph spent many hours this week driving tiles around. But speaking of tiles, let's have a quick look here at our kitchen tiles. These were actually not our first choice of what we wanted here in this kitchen. Because when we first saw it, we didn't like how the edges are beveled. You can see here, that the edges are beveled. I don't know. But now that they're in, I actually am very happy with it. It's very smooth and easy to clean. And that beveled edge gives it almost a glittery effect. It's really cool. The grout will be white, so you won't see the pronounced lines here. And then we'll paint the walls and ceiling white. There will be a range hood here and the stove. And then this whole wall will have cabinetry on it. And then just below the cabinetry, between the bottom cabinets and the top cabinets, there will also be this subway tile. I'm real happy with this. Actually, because we have so much plaster drying, it's very humid in here, so I'm going to go ahead and kip one of the windows to let some of the humidity escape. So yeah, really fun and exciting stuff happened this week. They figured out how to keep my transom window here, but it will be smaller because the ceiling is going to come down, but I don't mind. And then Annie's hallway is getting a transformation too. So there was a wall here going up the stairs, and that's been taken out. So now it's just open. This will stay. We're gonna fill in the cracks with caulk. It's actually the other side of our basement. So it's just the other side of this wall. Fill in the caulk lines, or caulk in the lines, paint that white. And she's real excited because she has a little arch here. So this wall was not here. We built this wall in, and we wanted to mimic the arches in the front of the room. And then we'll just fill this with hooks, and she'll have a place to hang jackets. There's going to be a bench here. And then she'll have like a little closet here with a door that she can have shelves of whatever she needs to have. And then her stairs are going up here. So it's very narrow, her stairway, but it's somehow really cute and appropriate. And she has been busy last night removing this lovely wallpaper that, you know, was a classic for sure. But anyway, it's going away, and I'm sure she'll have her own wallpaper choices. So there was a little drama this week. As you know, there was negative 19 degrees last week, and you can see very little evidence of that. A few snow piles left, but otherwise it's very springy. But unfortunately, the water pipes here in this room, in-floor heating pipes, broke. So they had to, we called the plumbers and they came out immediately and with a stethoscope found the leak, fixed the pipes, and they will have to replace this, you know, floor here before they tile it. Apparently, though, thankfully, it wasn't a huge crisis. This window has been taken out and replaced with a new window. It's a little taller, so it's not as long as the last window, which I'm I see it's actually the same size, but they raised it up, and they raised it up from the bottom because the thought was if we have a table here or like an L-shaped couch or something, furniture, it's nice not to cover the window. All right, I brought you down to the basement. Not much has changed down here in this room. As you know from before, they had to dig up this tile to do some pipe work, but so eventually this tile floor will be replaced, unfortunately, because it wasn't bad. But this room has changed a lot. This was our laundry room, and with the new heating system that we've just ordered, it wasn't tall enough. So before, when I stood in here, my head was clearing it, but Christoph had to duck just a little bit, especially where the pipes are running along the ceiling. And now when you step in, you step down about, I would say, 20 to 30 centimeters. There's a step down, and that will stay. So this floor will be lowered. Well, it is lowered. And then there's actually like I don't know if it's a hot water tank, some system that has this like tall, skinny tank, and it's so tall that they had to dig this out even further down. So that's now ready for the installation. I think they have to cement it, but that will be where the new tank goes, which is really low. And then this room, has this lowered floor. It's a little weird, I guess. You can see though, for me it's really nice because this will be our laundry room, and now there's this much room between me and the ceiling, which I really appreciate because before it was very little. If you go further though into my sewing room, they did not lower the floor, and they won't. It's fine. But now that I can experience what it's like in the other room, I'm like, well, let's lower the floor everywhere. But there's reasons not to do that, mostly just because it's a ton of work. It does affect the stability of the house, of course, too, because that's part of the foundation. And then this room is our guest room, and it is getting plastered. Ugh, so humid in here because all this plaster is drying, so I'm just gonna kip all the windows. And it's turning into a real room. It's actually really nice in here. It's a really nice feeling. Despite it having pretty low ceilings, I would say they're about 7-foot ceilings, it still feels really nice in here. The door jamb to the bathroom is done. The tiles to this bathroom will be delivered on Monday. So who knows, maybe they'll get started. It would be nice if this room was finished because we could use it and stay in it, or anybody could stay in it as they needed to while we're waiting and start the renovation of the apartment upstairs. But piece by piece, Marianne.